In this video, I'm going to show how to use the repl.it website to create code in Python and turn it in. So first thing you do is you click on the right hand side where it says start coding, or you can click down here too, and you select your language, which is Python, and then you create REPL. Click on the create REPL button. It says REPL created, and then it's loading right now. If you can see right here, it's loading. So it opens a file called main.py. So right here you can type on the left hand side, you can type your code. You can adjust these windows so you have more space to type in. You can adjust these frames to have more space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to define a function called add. So I'm going to do def add, and I'm going to have two parameters or arguments, num1 comma num2, the colon at the end. I press enter, and of course it has to be indented. So I'm just going to return num1 plus num2, and I've created my function called add. I press the enter button a couple of times, and I'm going to click backspace so that my cursor is back at the left margin, and I'm going to write a main method with no arguments, and I'm going to prompt the user for input. So I'm going to say x equals eval, open parentheses, input, open parentheses, and the prompt, what is your first number? What is your first number? I'm going to put a space there so that when the user types in the number, they're not crammed. And then I press enter again. I'll say y equals eval input, open parentheses, what is your second number? Question mark, space. I place my cursor at the end of the line. Then I'm going to say that z equals add. I'm going to send x and y, x comma y. And then I'll print the result. I say print z. And that'll print the addition of x and y. So I'll press enter a couple of times. Then I'm going to press the backspace key so that I'm at the beginning of the line. I'm going to type in main, which is a call to main. So now this is all my code. So I'm going to go ahead and test it. So to test it, I'm going to click on this run button. But before I do that, I'm going to put this window back so that I have some space to see the code. I mean, not the code, the output. So I'm going to click run. Let's see, what is your first number? So something easy, 10. What is your second number? 5. Press enter, and you see 10 plus 5 is 15. So once I know my code is working, then I can go ahead and select it and do a Control-C to copy it. I'm going to copy it to a notepad document. So I'll click Control-V. Here's my code. I'm going to go ahead and save it. I'll say File, Save As. I'm going to save it in a folder called Source Code. I'm going to change the extension from .txt to let's see. Oops. I'll just save it back. I'll say demo. Oops, demo.py. And let's see, find the source code file again, or folder. Source code right here. So instead of saving it as a .txt document, I'm going to save it as all files. All files, click Save. And then you can submit this document for homework. I'm going to exit demo. So I'm back in REPL. So this is how you can use repl.it website to type your code, test it, and submit your homework.